Hello, we are live.
Hi.
Oh my goodness.
Wednesday night. Happy
When,
Wednesday night.
happy Wednesday. My voice is a little raspy. I tried not talking the whole day so I could have a voice.
Oh, you're way better than me. I could never do that. Nope. I just would croak my way through it.
I know last night I got up at 2 a.m. and I was like, oh my gosh, it's a full moon. So I got all my spell stuff together, the same one that I put in the paper, and I went out and did it. And it was so fun.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Lori.
Were you able to see the moon?
Yes, yeah, and I posted a pretty picture.
Yay.
Someday I want like
Alright.
a nice camera though, like that actually does it justice. My phone just doesn't do it. It was
I
gorgeous.
I have one. Peter got me one, and it was, I hate to say this, it's really nice.
Mm.
And I hardly use it anymore because, like, I got it for moon pictures. And then once you get a couple of the moon, they all kind of look the same because the moon kind of looks the same all the time when you're, and I'm like, okay, that was nice. Ah,
I know. Yeah, I want one that I can film with and everything.
yeah, that'd
That's
be,
in the future.
that'd be good. Hi, Witchy.
Welcome in.
Hello, hello. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Hopefully everybody is doing well. Poor Deb has been sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I lost like 2 days. Monday and Tuesday.
That just sinks. It's awful. Hate being sick.
We didn't see the eclipse up here, Richie, no. Or at least maybe I missed the timing, but I was up at 2 and then I went out from like, I don't know, 3 to 5 ish.
Yeah, it was done. It was. I think the most we would see, anyways, up here is just like a tiny sliver, and that was at like 10. I want to say 10:50 or something was like the most we would see.
Oh, yeah, no, I was snoozing.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
it's
I
like
know.
a
Me
red
too.
shadow, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I heard. I did not get up. Like, I wanted to get up, but it was one of those like, just
Yeah.
nope. I just can't do it. Last night was a bad hot flash day, so
Oh, no. That stinks. Mine have been much better, and I don't know. Oh, I didn't bring it down. I got that yogi tea. I swear it's the ashwagandha.
no kidding. I know I wrote this
I
down
haven't
last week.
had one since. I've been drinking it for the immune system. It's got elderberry and I think ashwagandha, and that's it. Maybe green tea to it. I don't know. It's put out by Yogi though.
I
Love it.
know I wrote it down last week and then I forgot all about it as soon as
I
I
love it. I put a
I'll have
little
to
raw
try it.
honey in it. Oh, it's good.
I'll have to try it. I know I was, and I'm still hoping. I'm not saying that it doesn't do anything, but I was hoping. I was telling Deb I started my AG1 stuff, and I'm hoping that that's like the most nutrition I've gotten in my entire life because I don't eat vegetables
Oh
like
no.
at all. So I know my body is kind of like, what in the world is going on here?
Yeah.
Um,
Your
but
system's like, what the hell do I do with this?
yeah, I think that's part of why I almost feel like I'm getting more hot flashes to begin with, anyways. And I think part of it is like my body has more nutrients to do stuff with. So it's like, oh, well, we'll just intensify everything.
Yeah. Yeah,
So I'm
everything's
hoping that will
balancing
even
back out.
out.
Oh my gosh. That's
But
cool.
it also could be that I'm trying really hard not to have the air on because it's not as hot. It's not great around here, but it's not as hot as it has been. So it's like the high has been 80, but it's
Mm.
also been really kind of humid still. So I
Yeah.
really should probably just keep the air on. But I'm like, no, I don't need it on if it's below 80. Damn it.
No. I know. Yeah, I'm ready for cooler nights for sure.
Me too. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm
I always
dying.
sleep better.
Me too. A lot better. For one thing, it's in our bedroom. We only have one window in our bedroom that opens. We have like this bay window thing, and only the middle one opens anyway. So the air conditioner is in it, which means so I
Oh,
can't have it open or anything. And so I'm waiting for the temps to actually go down and stay down for a couple weeks before I take the air conditioner out, and then I can actually open up the window again.
oh, yeah, that'll be good.
Fresh
Yeah,
air.
I know.
And
Yeah, we have one of ours blocked up by an AC too.
hate that.
I know. I would love like central air, but
Yeah. Oh,
that's
wouldn't that be
hard
nice?
for this house. Maybe next time.
Yeah, right. Yes, yes. It was today 8 or 9 here. I've seen some gorgeous pictures of what the eclipse was.
Oh, you
I
did?
know it did look really pretty. There
Hmm.
was one I just saw a picture maybe over Japan or something, and it was really gorgeous because it was, the super moon, so it was really big and it
Pretty.
looked really pretty.
That's neat.
It was Japan. Ah. So
Oh,
welcome everyone. Hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed.
yeah, it's weird. We had a couple days that were nice, and then it got hot and humid again. So I don't know, but the leaves are changing up here in New Hampshire. Are they by you?
Yeah, they're starting to. They're not great yet or anything, but they are starting to. We have one tree on my street actually that is about halfway turned actually already, but it's always
Oh,
the first tree in the neighborhood to turn.
oh yeah.
So, and then my maple trees just have a couple
Mm.
little reds in there, and that's about
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
So
I
it's
can't wait.
starting to.
Hopefully, we're gonna go up to like Kangamangas. I don't know if I can
Oh,
talk him to driving up. He was just up there today. He had to go up to Berlin, which is like all the way up by Canada. So he said the
wow.
leaves are nice up there.
Nice.
I'll be heading up in
Beautiful.
the next couple of weekends. Hopefully, we have wedding stuff coming up.
Yay. Yay.
Number two will be married. Well, the second marriage. Number three kid.
Well,
The second one married off. Yay.
it's so funny. I I have to say with four boys, when they were growing up, I just thought, oh, just don't have like a shit ton of kids without settling down at all and stuff. And I didn't have to worry about that apparently.
It's
None,
good.
zero, no marriages, no kids,
Yep.
no nothing.
Same. Yeah, they were a lot smarter than I was. I'm like, all right, I'm done with high school. Now what?
Yep, me too. I know. I think it was our generation and our parents' generation did the same thing. So
Hmm.
maybe we finally taught them.
Maybe. Yeah, I'd like to think we leave the world better than when we came in it.
Let's
Who
hope.
knows? Oh,
Winnipeg, hot and humid too. I think it's everywhere. I
one
feel
more.
like it used to be cooler than that about now
I
than it
know.
has been.
Yeah. So, um, I was doing this paper for tonight, ways to like refresh your practices, shake it up a little bit. And I was trying to think of all my like the ways my spirituality has changed, like even my thoughts about like spirituality in general, like gods and goddesses, everything's like changed. Have you been through that yet?
Absolutely, for sure.
It's
Go ahead. Why don't you
weird.
go first? Tell me about the ways that yours has changed.
So I never thought of like gods and goddesses as people, right? They're like energies, archetypes, and then you call upon the energy. So, but I felt that way about like all the mythical stuff too, that it's energy and not physical things. But like now stuff is moving around in the garden, which is kind of freaking me out. So I don't know, like I'm trying to think of a good reason for it and I can't.
So do you think, I just off the cuff, do you think because you opened yourself up spiritually, the more you learn, the more, the more open you are to stuff, and the more that realm like allows you to see?
Oh, that's true.
That's at
Yeah.
least in my experience, which again, everybody's experience is different, but the more I learn, the more I see it, see it differently. I see more in depth things that I'm open to.
Yeah, I don't, because this is the first time, other than like little nuts or feathers or like gems, nothing's like given or moved except for like what I could explain away as the crows or the squirrels. And
Right.
like now they're
Right.
moving things, and it's just like, okay, maybe there is something more to that than I thought, you know. I don't know, weird.
That's good.
So that's what came across my plate the other day. And then I don't celebrate the Sabbaths anymore. Like it's all just like the 4 seasons, more like, and then all 2 or 3 Sabbaths are like smushed in there. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Yep. Yep. I can see that. And again, I think for me anyways, it's a combination of things. I have experienced the same stuff, although I will say that not celebrating the Sabbaths for me has, I probably will go back to it when I have more of my own space. Because for me, that part of my practice is a huge part of my practice. Like, and because it's the cycles and the wheel of the year and stuff have always been really important to me. So I do miss it not doing that. However, in the older I get, the more simplified my practice is able to become and still be okay. Like I find I don't need as many of the bells and whistles and stuff to reach out and feel connected that I used to.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
For
It's
sure.
easier to get into that ritual trance, I guess you'd call it. You don't need
Yeah.
as many things to trigger that feeling for you.
Right. Yeah. I think so. Yep. Definitely. And as far as the deity work and stuff, that's interesting. I feel similarly. I think I've always felt I very much do deity work and I follow deity work, but I also don't see them as people per se. I also feel like they're archetypes. Like if I want a specific energy, I have different goddesses that I reach out to. I know Sekhmet for me is very fierce and powerful and healing in a very aggressive way. And so that for me is the energy is much more about, it's about reaching that energy than necessarily that, goddess as a person, goddess or as an entity.
That makes sense.
And as I get older, I still feel like that. But and again, part of this I think is because I don't have the spaces that I used to have. It may increase again more when I do, but I don't do the specific deity work that I did for a long time. I find myself much more just reaching out to specific goddesses for that specific energy only. Like I don't find myself, I used to seasonally almost work with different goddesses and do a lot more like offerings and kind of daily checking in with that energy and stuff to kind of build that energy. And I don't find myself doing that anymore as much. And partly because I think, again, simplified. As I get older, things get more simplified in order for me to reach out to that. I don't think I need as much preamble to reaching out to that energy.
Yeah.
And I think because I don't think I've try to think. I don't think I've reached out to a new deity for me in quite a while. Like I have the deities that I work with, and they're kind of set. I'm not saying that I won't ever,
Me too. Yeah, I
but
always
I
find
have
the
like
same
for
one.
this energy, I have this one, and for this
Yeah,
energy, I have this one, and that's what's been working. So I don't feel the need to reach out to any other ones.
yeah, yeah. I know. I keep looking at this goddess deck. Rochelle from Amethyst Ascension had it, and it's an archetypes deck. Do you have that?
I have a few archetype
It's
decks.
like Carolyn Miss, maybe.
Yes, I do. I have that one.
Yes. Oh, yay. That would
Yes.
be good to learn different goddesses. Like I know a few from each pantheon, but not like the lesser known goddesses. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
and like I just learned about Epona a few years ago from my friend Cindy, but she was a great goddess, and you never hear about her.
Yeah.
It's always Rhiannon instead of
Yeah.
Epona.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep. I can see that.
but that would be
Definitely. I'll see if I can find it and pull it out.
good.
It's because we're gonna be going through storage a lot this fall to try to, because there's a lot here that we want to put into storage until we get, land and space and stuff.
Right.
And I'm gonna be trying to organize storage. So I can get to what I want to get to when I want to get to it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to
Um,
stack it like in a U.
yeah,
Get
yes,
it to everything.
yes. We have shelves in there already. It's just I haven't like unpacked what I want on the shelves and stuff because when we got it, it was almost summer already, and it's just too damn hot. I'm waiting again for it to cool down because
Yeah.
it's like an aluminum box.
Oh, I know. Yeah. There's never any ventilation.
Yeah. Archetypal female and male energies mostly work that way.
Lori, I lean more toward the Celtic pantheons as well. That's like the first thing I learned. So I think that's why.
It's definitely, I think, what you're introduced to first. You probably hang on to more. It's funny with me. I really like the Celtic pantheon, and I know a lot about the Celtic pantheon, and I have several of the goddesses and gods and stuff that I work with are Celtic. But I'm very eclectic with that. I have a lot of Egyptian ones and a few. Santa Muerta, I added Santa Muerta like 3 or 4 years ago, and
I just watched a documentary on her. It was really good. Yeah.
She's super interesting. I started working with her a lot, and I haven't really gone back to it as much as I want to, but it's funny. I just found her box of stuff in storage last week, and I was like, okay, I think maybe I need to start working with her again.
Nice.
I've been called to one. Awesome. Do you know which one in particular? Not that you have to know which one, but if you're looking to find out which one, I always tell people to look at, if look at your like ancestral background and start with that, because that's a good place to start, if you know what area of the world you're from. Welsh, Irish, Scottish.
Called to Nordic too, and I don't know as I have any lineage up there. I know Scotland I was, but I don't know why Norse.
Oh yeah, I have several from Norse too. Each winter, like every winter, Scotty and I have a love-hate relationship because I hate winter and I hate snow, but she's the one I stupidly called out at some point during my path and said, I need to go outside more even in the wintertime, even though I hate snow and blah, blah, blah. Skadi, yep.
Oh,
and so she came through and was like, all right, awesome, here we go. And so like every winter, she's like, great, let's go. No, I hate it.
Yep.
The Morgan keeps popping up in what I've been reading. That is awesome.
That's good. She's
Benny.
good to call on for all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. Benny does a lot of work with the Morgan. I don't know if you, probably, I don't know. If you watch my channel, you will at least know who Benny is, but he hasn't been on for a long time. So.
No.
Changes I need to make in life and I'm fighting it. Try not to beat yourself up about that too much.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes it's, a little bit at a time. And I will tell you too that isn't really what this video is about, but wintertime is a great time to really, look at what changes you want to make and start implementing that because we're spending a lot more time inside. I always think of winter as that, shadow work time. It's, working on yourself, deepening your inner work.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. So.
I remembered to grab the link to the Facebook group and the document. So I'll try to paste it. Ta-da! Is it going? Oh, poop. It didn't link it. Why didn't it?
Hold on, I don't see it yet.
Hi.
Oh yeah, it did. I think it did. Yeah, I think I can click on it.
Oh, yay. Oh, thank you.
So it did. I don't, you know why? I do it individually.
Oh, okay.
Because I think if it's in the same one, it doesn't know which one to do. Hi, Heather. Yeah, snowshoes are so fun. Yeah. Ugh. I should get snowshoes though, actually, because that would help a lot.
No way would I be able to walk on snowshoes. Well, maybe
I'd
like
have to do it without tie.
Bed for like 5 days.
I'd have to do it without tie because I think he'd pull me right over onto my face. But
oh my god, I'm always watching those dog videos on Facebook. Oh, cracks me up.
Yeah, there you go. It
okay.
Definitely. Hold on, let me see. Yep, it worked. It links you right there.
Thank you.
All right. So yeah, I think we were saying before the video started too, that I just think as we get older, our journey, our paths they're able to be simpler because we already know what that connection feels like. And so I think that we're able to achieve that connection without as much of the ritual and stuff. And
right.
I find I need less stuff and less.
Yeah. Being in the motorhome too, you learn to practice without much of anything.
Yes, which was very weird.
Yeah.
But it's, it's funny too, because I love the stuff. If you see my channel, I love the stuff, but because it was a year without having almost any stuff, I really did learn to do it a lot without it. And so I don't reach for it automatically anymore, which means a lot of times I'm like, oh yeah, I could, I guess, go use that stuff.
Oh.
It's good, but
And pushing down through the soil while above ground. Oh yes. Yeah, that's same, Heather. Yeah. Just in and inward and looking, figuring out what you need to change, if you need to change anything.
Definitely, yeah. And in order to feel that, that green growth, it's hard sometimes, boy, especially living around Buffalo, we always have tons of snow.
Right, yeah.
And so it's hard to remember that the green will eventually someday be back. Start thinking and you live in the tundra.
I know. Yeah,
but I'll tell you, the dog too. I mean, he's helped me too. Because he forces me to go out even when it's snow. Like I had to take him out for a walk. So I'm like, okay, it's bundle up, and he has his own coat and stuff, and we still have to go out. That helps a lot because no matter what, I still have to go out every day.
Yep. Come on, let's go for a walk. It might be blizzard, but it's fine.
That's right. We still have to get out there. It's funny though, because of that, I find a lot more beauty than I ever did before in the winter. Like I never noticed little stuff peeking through, or the trees, little signs that it's still alive even though it has no leaves on it, or all that little stuff that I didn't really notice because I wasn't outside much.
Right. Oh, hi Rochelle. Um
Hi, Michelle.
oh no, I lost what I was gonna say. Darn
Oh
it.
shit. I hate that. Sorry.
Oh. So yeah, you haven't really lost that sense of connecting with nature. I got so into it this summer. Almost every morning I would go out and have my coffee outside. It felt great.
So nice.
I wasn't looking forward to working because then I can't do that.
Right.
2 days a week I can.
Right.
But
Yeah, it's hard to.
it's harder to connect in the wintertime for sure.
Yeah. I love the quiet of winter too.
Oh yeah.
That's why Yule for me is such a sacred Sabbath, because it's like the silence and the inner work. It's all
so
about the inner
quiet.
stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I love going out when there's snow on the ground and it's glistening.
Yeah.
That's like the best ritual.
Gorgeous. Yes. Definitely.
I am feeling a little bit better. I sound horrible, but I'm trying not to be a frog.
Mm-hmm. You're doing good.
I have to wear a mask and stuff tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it. I don't want to get my little kiddos sick though.
Yeah.
They're like way up here. They're not little. Everybody's taller than me.
Yeah.
So yeah, celebrating seasons instead of Sabbaths. I don't know. I think that we'll definitely Samhain. I mean, I'll definitely still always celebrate Samhain.
Yeah. Yeah. There's something, I think, because that was such a huge part of my practice. It always will be, but I found that the older I get, the again, same thing, the more simplistic it could be. It doesn't have to be a huge ritual. I used to do the rituals, which I know everybody loved, and someday I'll try to get back to a little bit more of that. But it, as long as I connect to that Sabbath, it doesn't have to be a huge ritual anymore. There's a simpler way to connect to the Sabbath. But it's the Wheel of the Year is such a huge part of my practice, that it really helps me to, that's part of talking about what we're talking about tonight with, keeping your spiritual practices fresh. That's always part of how I keep mine fresh is moving with the Sabbaths and the cycles throughout the year. It's what am I going to focus on through this part of the year? And each Sabbath to me has its own energy and focus. And so it helps me to kind of clue into, this is what I want to concentrate on, at least until it's time to look towards the next one.
Yep. Yeah, I think the Sabbaths depend a lot on where you live too, if you can connect well with them. Like I always miss Lunasa. Like I'm not ready for fall until like Mabon.
Right.
Samhain.
Right. Well, see, I don't see Lunasa though as fall. To me, Lunasa is the first harvest.
Yeah, but it's like tomatoes and cucumbers and all those summery things, right?
Yeah, but the reason I don't miss it is because to me it's grains, corn, bread. So I'm always like, yay! I get to carve out. It's the first harvest for me is sweet corn and grains and breads, and so I never miss that one. I can pick out on bread.
I know.
But
yeah, it's been 80s every day where Rochelle is too.
It seems like it's everywhere.
It needs to come down now.
Yes, I'm so ready.
Sweaters on.
Yeah, I haven't, well, like I said, I haven't worn sweaters in 3 years, I think, 4 years. But sweater weather would be nice.
Yes, that would be really good.
Yes.
So did we do lack of inspiration?
I don't think so.
We got to get better at the list thing.
I know, right?
Oh, I got this fruit harvest. Hello,
Yes.
Trish.
Lack of inspiration. Yeah. So that's definitely a common one. If you're feeling bored with your practice, if you kind of feel like you get in a rut kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that's why I left kind of the Sabbath thing last year. Because I do the same like stuff over and over, make the same recipes. Like I gotta switch things up a little bit this year.
Right.
Do
Yeah. Do something different. Definitely. Yeah. And like you said in there, grab a new book.
Yeah.
Look some stuff up. Do something totally different than what you normally do.
Yeah. There's a lot of good books out right now. Lots of good what's that one that we read? Not Haggitude, it was after that. Did you read Magical House Cleaning or something?
No, I don't think I read that one.
I can't remember who I read it with. But they were reading it in the group and it was really good. But I got a lot of good ideas from that. So yeah, grab a book if you need inspiration.
Definitely.
Oh, another thing too, and I hear this a lot from like new witches, that there's like too many things to learn and you want to learn it all at once. Like right now I'm debating whether to do palmistry or astrology. Like I had my chart done. Rashad did my chart for me. So now I need to learn like how to interpret it because it just looks like geometry and I'm freaked out by it. So
right.
So
did you do Courtney's thing when we were doing the circle thing? Did you do the thing with Courtney?
No.
Courtney was good at that, at teaching the astrology part.
Oh.
She was good. I'm trying to remember if we did a video on it. I can't remember. I'll have to look back and see if I can figure it out. But she was really good at it too.
Was it one of the gatherings?
I can't remember. It's for a little while. I think she was doing like a video chat kind of thing for like a couple of them, but I'm trying to remember if we recorded them. I'll have to look and try to find out. I can't for the life of me remember if we recorded them or if it was just chats.
I'll look back. Oh, my Nana did palmistry. Yeah. Miss Kulala. I love her name. She teaches palmistry on TikTok, I think, and then here on YouTube. But yeah, I want to learn that. And so my idea was when you have all these things you want to learn, to do like drawing. Just write it down on a 3x5 and draw it like you would a tarot card. And then that's what you focus on that month. I don't
just remember that because I have done that before, and if you're disappointed with what you draw, then just go with the one you want to the most. You know, like I've done that, and I'm like, oh, that's not really what I wanted. Well, then just do that one. You know, do the one that you really are like, I really wanted this first. Just do that one.
All right, allow do-overs. That's good. Yep. We like do-overs.
That's right. That's right.
Oh my gosh.
Lori said, does anyone have an overall theme to their practice?
No.
If I had to pick an overall theme, I think it would just be connection. And there's so many different, branches off of that theme that it's hard to say but to me, that's the most important thing is connection, is to connect to nature, to connect to others, to connect to your spirituality, all those little lines of connection.
Yep. Yeah. I thought she meant like a like a label type of deal. I don't. Yeah, mine's just nature. I do so much with nature, but that's about it.
That is good.
Um, what about when life gets in the way? Do you have
Doesn't
a
it
hard
always?
time finding the time to practice?
Absolutely. I think everyone does.
Yeah,
And I think the number one rule for me, and I try, but none of us are great at this, is try to forgive yourself. It's okay. It's okay if you don't get to it. Just like the Sabbath practices and stuff, a lot of people
right.
feel guilty if they don't do the Sabbath practices. It's give
I
yourself a
was.
break.
I
Life
was,
is
but I
difficult.
finally forget it.
Yeah. Yeah. Life is difficult. Life gets in the way of everything. For me, the only way I overcome that, and it's not really an overcoming, is I don't care if I take at the end of the day, if I'm laying in bed and I'm like, oh, I'm exhausted. It's been a long day. And I'm like, wow, I hardly did anything spiritual today at all. If you literally sometimes take 30 seconds
Mm.
and connect yourself, take 3 deep breaths, connect yourself to your
Mhm.
spirit, and okay, sorry that I wasn't great today. I'll do better tomorrow, and
Yep.
go through.
I do 3 things I'm grateful for a
There
lot.
you go.
When I find that
Yeah.
I haven't done anything spiritual, it's just okay, what am I thankful for today? And that's
Yeah.
it. That's all you get.
And that gratitude thing goes a long way too. I think you said this too, but that gratitude thing goes a long way in other ways too, because if sometimes if I feel like I don't have time, if someone has asked me for their time because they have a question or something, I'm way more willing to give to somebody else's, like
Right.
my time to somebody else,
Yes.
than
Yeah.
I am to take the time for me. But that helps me to stay connected too. So if I'm, answering a question about spirituality or something, it connects me to it too.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And making those connections with the people too. That's
Yep,
huge.
definitely.
All
My
right.
allergies are kicking in. So sorry, I keep.
Oh
Ugh.
no. I'm actually surprised I haven't been coughing. Shh.
Let's see. I do a lot with
Murphy
herbs.
on YouTube. Murphy runs my life. I hate him.
Yes, yes, perfect.
Internal struggles. I I haven't had much doubt as far as my practice goes. Have you?
Uh, I
Do
I
you
have
kind
not
of ebbs
either.
and flows? Once in a while, I'll get like the Fae thing. I'm like, why is stuff moving in my garden? like like something will happen and I'll question. Like, okay, you feel this way about this. Are you sure you feel this way about this?
You know what else, Deb? I'm telling you what. This just came to me too. I think being a teacher of stuff like you are now, I think for some reason that connects you to things on a deeper level, maybe because
Uh,
I've been teaching for a long time. And so I've seen way too much to have doubts about stuff.
hmm.
And it, I think teaching opens you up to so many different aspects of your spirituality
Yeah.
that there's less doubts because there's so many different avenues to take to get to the same place.
Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I
It's
don't know, in
different.
my life, I've connected to things that were a little more on the woo-woo side
Ooh,
anyways. Like, when we were in Watkins Glen, we lived in a house that was totally haunted with ghosts. So there was no denying that my whole family can tell you stories about, stuff flying off the shelf and getting
yeah.
pushed down the stairs
Those
and
ones are scary. I don't like those ones.
yeah.
No. I
And the Fae stuff too. I'm sure you've seen my video with the Fae that my boys actually in this house. went to sleep, and it was the night before Beltane. It was Beltane Eve, and they got video of the Fae, which totally, to me, when you look at it, it can't be anything else. It's little lights that are dancing around and stuff, and
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So it really is like, yeah, that's it. It's not anything else.
I want to do a woo-woo episode.
Yes. That's a good idea. We should, because there's so many of those
weird
things.
stuff have you seen?
Yes. There's tons of that.
Yeah.
So that to me was never, that aspect of it was never, I don't know, not that I don't know how to explain, not that I ever was all in with everything that's out there. I can remember though, I've always been super spiritual from birth, I think.
Box and be a witch, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You got to open your box.
Yes, definitely open your box. I've always been super spiritual. My mother is spiritual.
Yeah.
Like in a different way, maybe, but she's open to stuff. So, her and I went to an Oprah.
I love Oprah.
An Oprah, I don't know. It was like a week long. There was a whole bunch of speakers there, and it was a week-long retreat kind of thing.
Oh, that's fun.
And some of them, I remember at the time, it was before I was pagan, like right before. But there were a few things that I thought, I don't know. Like there was some people there who now I thought, oh, I wish I had like paid more attention then, that I didn't really believe back then. But now I'm like, oh, what did they say? Why did I pay attention to that? There was some people, I think it was, Abraham Hicks.
Yeah.
That they
channeled, right?
Yes.
Esther
Yes.
Yeah.
I think they were one of the speakers, and I didn't really believe in it then. So I was like, yeah, okay.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine meeting them?
I know. And now I'm like, damn, what did they say? I was right there like listening, and the whole time I'm sure I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. Darn it.
Oh, they're making candles. Oh, I love it.
Oh, yeah, nice. Greenhouse name. Yes.
That's one of the prompts actually to learn how to do eco-friendly candles. I've always just burned whatever, because I can't spend like $30 on a candle.
I was gonna say when you're poor, you kind of use what you have around you. And garage sales, I get candles all the time at garage sales, and I just use the shit out of them. And yep.
I know, yeah, but eco-friendly, that's good. Supposedly the soy is better for your breathing, and yeah,
that's true.
Ooh. You guys should do, you girls should do videos and teach me.
Yes.
We're gonna do, soy is better. Yeah. I gotta make my little fire starters again too. Oh, beeswax. I love beeswax. It's expensive.
I love your fire starters. I have this is a good story. I've saved dryer lint for like a year, and Peter's like, what the fuck are you doing with all this dryer lint? And I'm like, don't throw it out.
I know. That stuff's like gold.
I know. Oh, so bad. Yeah. He keeps going. Are you sure? Really? I can't throw it's dryer lint, Jen. Are you kidding? No, don't throw it out.
I know that egg cartons. Oh my good. God help anybody if they throw an egg carton away.
Yes.
We'll hunt you down.
Yeah. Oh. I know. I always buy the natural ones and not the, styrofoam ones. And Peter always comes up with styrofoam. I'm like, what the hell did you get these for? These are useless. I can't use. Oh, terrible. Linda said her mother considers herself a Christian, but always said, I have a little bit of witch in me. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I agree. My grandma and my mother too, same kind of deal. My grandma for sure was a witch, but
coconut
wouldn't
wax.
have called herself
that was a thing.
Coconut wax.
Huh. Ooh, that sounds good.
I can almost smell it. That sounds really good.
I know. Thrift candles as well. Yeah.
Yeah. When you're poor, I use what's available. I have a trillion candles that I've had for years now because, the other thing is you don't actually burn a lot of them. You're like, oh, this one's really pretty. I'll use this every year for this Sabbath or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
But I
For my
started
altar.
trying to burn them more. I'm like, okay, nope, this year I'm going to burn some.
I
That's
know.
it.
I have a cute little gnome one that I don't want to burn, but I'm going to make myself. Because that'll just make me buy more stuff and help other witches.
Right? God, so I have to use some of
I know.
it.
Um,
uh,
Feeling isolated. You don't practice with anybody now, do you?
nope,
No, me either.
not
No.
at all.
So solitary. I have been in a coven though. I'm losing my voice. I miss a coven.
Yeah, I do
It's
too.
like some type of sisterhood, brotherhood. It's like
Yeah,
ride or die forever.
yeah, yeah,
It's so
yeah,
strange. Can't even describe it.
yeah. I miss that too. And I have to say too, there's not to get off on a different kind of tangent, but there's a big part of me that misses like going, not being the teacher, but going back to just being a part of a coven again. It's been so long.
Participant. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been so long, and it's being the priestess or the head or whatever. That is a lot more lonely. Like it's a
Yeah.
different dynamic.
Yeah.
So most of my magic is more mental and intention. Yep, yep,
See,
yep. I
that's
hear
how
you.
mine is too now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I actually did stuff I actually wore my cord and everything this morning, which I haven't done
Yay.
in years. And it felt good, but my practice is just so much simpler now.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's although I will say though that when you're feeling like this, when you're feeling like down and out and kind of bored in your practice or stagnant or something, that's one of the things that helps sometimes is to throw yourself back in and just do something that you haven't done in a long time that you really liked before,
Yeah.
either a ritual or a spell
Exactly.
or go out in the full moon or do
Mm,
something that you haven't done in a long time that really felt good before.
yeah. Yeah. Something that made you feel nice. Oh, yeah. Well, that's it. Trish, the working with a coven, it's like two separate practices, right? Like you have
Yes.
your coven practice and then your solitary practice.
Yeah.
You're never really totally immersed in the coven anyway.
Yeah. I
Still do
think
things
and I
on your
think
own.
it's a boost. Like when it's like doing this, but in person it's a different dynamic because the energy is flowing so much easier and you
Right.
get different energies that you haven't felt before and different ideas bounced and things that haven't flowed for you before. Sometimes someone else gets it going first that
Yeah.
you're with in your coven, and that's nice.
Yep.
Not that you
Yeah.
have to have
Good
it,
to
but
have that energy that swirls around the circle. Although
yeah,
you can feel it in here too.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can feel
definitely.
the energy in here. It's not as prominent, but it's definitely here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good, Lori.
You have
I,
close
oh,
friends or
money
practice.
bowls. I thought it said eye bowls. I'm like, what the hell's an eye bowl?
Money, right? Money bowls?
Money bowl. Yes,
I'm assuming.
that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's good. Duncan's girlfriend's mom. Is she an in-law yet? Not really. But I don't know. But she's like a brand new witch. She's just now getting into a spiritual path. And she wants to come on and do like a blurb about mental health. Like that's
Cool.
what she does. She works in the special ed department and like
Yay.
calms all the kids down, and that would be
Nice.
fun. Yeah, her
Hell
name's
yeah.
Alicia. She's awesome.
Cool.
Ooh, Keith.
Oh, yeah. It turned out really good. I always wanted to try that. I haven't, I make a lot of, herbal incenses and stuff,
Is
but I
that
haven't made that before.
probiotic? Keefy? I don't know.
No, it's a specific incense.
Oh.
And it's,
Oh, I thought it was like a liquid thing. What the
well,
hell?
I think it starts out like that, but then it's very specific though.
Mm.
I think, unless I could be totally wrong, and but I think so.
Oh yeah, because Linda S. She said incense. What the hell? Oh, okay. Ancient Egyptian incense. What the hell was I thinking about?
Heather said Kefir.
Oh, what the kombucha? That's what I was.
There you go.
Okay. Oh my god.
There we go. That's all right. It's all good.
Got screwed up.
All right. Resistance to change. Yeah, a lot of times that's the one good thing. I don't know. I know a lot of people, maybe I'm just not quite old enough yet to be resistant to change.
Oh,
But
I
I
love
still
change.
like, yeah, me too. I really thrive on change. I like things to, get thrown in and be different and stuff. So
New and exciting and planning and all that stuff. Kiefer like Sutherland. I love him.
Trisha, I have noticed that too. A lot of older women are leaving the craft, turned into Christianity, or no longer believing in anything. I've noticed that too. I think, like, are you talking about like Lady Grave Dancer just did? And
I wonder if she'd come on for us. Do you know her? Or no?
No, I mean, I know of her. I've been watching her forever, but I do not know her. I don't know if she would anymore because of, she doesn't practice like that anymore. She turned Christian, but
we're not exclusively witches.
Yeah, I haven't seen her on very much. For one thing, it might be hard to get a hold of her. I'm friends with her though, but I don't know if she'd be open to that or not. Yeah, she might be.
But just like remembering to stay true to your own feelings, right? You don't do things just because you've always done them.
Right.
So, yeah.
I wonder if that isn't because of protection. Depends on where some of these people live. Yeah.
Right.
Yep, I can see that.
Chandler too.
Really? I didn't know about that one.
I didn't know that. Oh.
Lori, she kind of. She always was. I mean, she never dropped that part of it. She just deepened her walk with Christianity. She didn't. She has a video on it. I don't want to talk for her, but she didn't drop it all or anything. She just is, kind of moving past a little. And
she did a lot with the angels, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Diane Virtue? Is that
Doreen?
Doreen.
Yeah, she totally went crazy.
Don't do angels.
She went a little cuckoo.
Oh, she did, yeah. It's too bad.
Yeah. She thinks all this stuff is demonic now. So she went a little.
Okay. All right.
But Lady Grave Dancer she's just changed her walk a little bit, I think.
Yeah. So the questioning your beliefs, I've really never done that. Although I've studied like several Christian paths. I went into this thing where I studied like all sorts of religions, and I actually studied with the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Did you really?
I did. Yeah.
Interesting.
And
I because of where I grew up, I knew a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses. So because I grew up right near Palmyra, which is where they all started.
Oh yeah.
Joseph Smith there.
Yeah.
But so I grew up with a lot of them and knew a lot about it.
Yeah. I
I
studied
I
that.
did the same kind of thing in my teens and early 20s and stuff. Actually, when Peter and I first got together, he was super Christian, and so I kind of was following that.
Yeah.
And we were going to a great church with a very nice pastor who I haven't seen in a long time, but I still have nothing against. He was one of those people that was actually a true Christian. You know, he was a good guy, and
Loving,
yeah,
caring.
yep. He would say all the time, "Be who you are in Christ."
Yeah.
He was great.
That's good.
And just after Joey was born, you know, if you see my origin story, it's like one of my first videos, but it's after Joey was born, he was born a medium, and that just kind of opened up all kinds of things. And
Oh, yeah. I believe that too, Rochelle. There's validity, totally. I mean, there's too many things not to have it be true to some extent. So, like historically, archaeologically.
yeah,
But yeah, I definitely think he was one of the ascended masters, or is one of the ascended masters.
yeah, I think Jesus was a great teacher and such a true person. Yeah, Christ consciousness. There you go.
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
yeah, yeah. I really believe that all paths, no matter what we call it, just lead to the same place. So I
I
don't
do
have
too.
much. I mean, the dogma of the church, I have issues with, but
Yeah, I always say too. I'm okay if you find what works for you, and it's about love and
that's the whole
acceptance and
key. Yeah,
connecting to whatever you believe. Awesome, as long as you don't turn to me and tell me, you're
yeah.
going to hell. You're awful. You're okay.
Oh, health issues. I've run into this, not having the energy to practice, right? Oh,
Yes. Yep. Me too. Especially lately. Like I said, I'm super ADD, and I don't have the right meds right now because we don't have insurance right now. So, yep. My focus wise is all over the place, and it makes
now
it hard.
if you have coffee, will it calm you down? Like, will it focus you?
Yes.
That's
Yes, it will. Not the same. It's not like it still makes my heart race though, and
oh yeah, jittery.
it
Oh,
has
that's
other
good.
things that are not great too, but yeah, it
Yeah.
does help me to focus.
Ah,
It's
that's
just
the opposite. I can't. I have 2 cups in the morning. That's it.
it's funny.
Anything else, and I'm running around like a crazy person. Oh, can you hear the dogs?
Yeah, a little, but it's not terrible.
It's like little elephants up there. Oh my.
But your health issues now, I don't know how bad your health issues get. I know some people with some of your conditions and stuff like have to be in bed for a day or two sometimes.
Yep.
And I know
Yep.
that that
Any
would be,
illness like kicks my butt. I don't
yeah,
know. It's almost like the body doesn't recover with fibro, so you're always like at a deficit.
you're always starting
So yeah,
from.
yeah. Oh,
Ugh.
that's funny. Rochelle's dogs heard them.
I'm glad Ty isn't out here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I can't imagine having to deal with that all the time. It must be super frustrating. I know I'm super frustrated, with my shit as it is. So the physical part of it, I would be
Well, I
super
started doing
frustrated.
more astrally, like with the
Oh, there
astral
you go.
altar. That's
Nice.
much less physical.
Right.
You know, and you can
Nice.
make it as fancy or as simple as you want.
Yeah,
I love that.
definitely. That's great. That works a lot. I used to teach. Yep. Come on, Jen. Uh, your cone of protection, you know, like your
Oh,
protective
yeah.
circle around you and stuff. There's a lot that you can do in the astro world with that too. Depending on what is good for you. Like there was a certain person that I won't bring up, but I taught her to make her cone of protection books. And so there was like specific books. And so she knew every page in there. And so in order to
Oh,
get
wow.
through that cone of protection, people had to like read every book that was stacked there. And
Oh, that's good. Oh,
there's a lot you can do astrally.
Oh, I love that idea.
Love, and I don't have energy to practice.
That's
I can go onto
true.
YouTube.
Oh, Lori, I used to do that with Jen's rituals. Jen would be out there doing all the work, and I'd just be laying in bed watching.
And I don't want to act like I did enjoy it. I did, and I miss it sometimes too. And I may get back there and do it again. Part of my problem now is that I don't have access to my stuff as much as I did before. So it's hard. Like I've been looking for my map and stuff. I finally found some of my apples. Really, they're not my apples. They're the ones we were selling right before we left. Like when we left, but it's some map and stuff. So
yep, that's good. I love that, books for protection. I always just do like a mirrored egg that surrounds me.
That's nice. It's a good one.
Send back anything to the sender too.
That's a good one.
But I love
the books. It was really good for her because she was very much, a bookworm. And and books were always her escape. And so she felt a lot of protection in there and could make it very, very detailed. And, like I said, what books were stacked up and what was in front of her and what was behind her. And
that's awesome.
It's really good.
Rochelle had mentioned she's reading Matt Aaron. Where is it? It's way up. But he just came out with a new book too. And I got it on Audible, and I shouldn't have. I always try to get it on Audible and then wish that I had gotten the physical copy.
But I do that all the time too.
Tarot or something like that.
Yes, that's it. I was just looking at that the other day, and I almost got it on Audible too. And I was like, no, this is one I bet I'm gonna want.
Yeah,
the physical copy.
Reading the other one, Psychic Witch. That's the one. I got that as a physical copy.
Sorry, there was.
Are you yelling at somebody?
Yeah, there's a cat.
Oh.
Which we don't have any cats out there, so it's one of the feral cats.
Oh no. That's funny.
It's garbage day, so if they get into the garbage, I'm gonna be annoyed. But yeah, Psychic Witch is a good one.
Yeah, good.
But the Psychic Tarot one, his new one, that's one I almost did the same thing. I almost bought it on Audible, and I thought, yeah, I bet you that's what I want to look into a lot more.
Oh, my servitor is kind of angry with me right now. I haven't finished her house yet. She can't pee. I have to finish her bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
More time in a day. We need to do manipulative time magic.
There you go.
Yeah, just to double ourselves or double our time that we can be active during the day.
Put her house in a circle that takes it outside time and space.
Oh, so then she won't have to pee. Okay. Yes, Matt Arwen. Yeah. Psychic
That's
Witch.
it. Yes.
Oh, she's reading the Psychic Art of Tarot too. Yay. Yeah, let me know what you think of it. We should do. Are we ready to do a book yet? I feel like we need something.
Yeah, I know. I do feel. Let's make up a list of like 5 possibles or something and have people vote on what they want to read.
Oh, that'd be fun. I don't know how to do that poll thing. Can you do it?
Yeah.
I tried to and it didn't work.
Yeah, I'll
What
do
else
it.
we got? Um,
Um,
energetic or astrological influences. Oh,
yeah,
that's where I get lost. Like during a Saturn return, I have no idea what that means. Can affect your energy, bring challenges that make you feel blocked. Energy blocks, if your energy feels off or your chakras are blocked, it can make it hard to focus and connect with your magic.
yeah. Just like, during retrograde,
Yeah, Mercury retrograde.
Mercury or otherwise. There's other planets that do other things, but Mercury is the one that's most well known.
Mm.
But just like that, there's all kinds of astrological influences. I have to say, if you're looking, I don't know if you're going to pick astrology or not, but if you're looking to do astrology, I will say that there's a couple decks that I have that helped me a lot. Not that I am great with it still. I'm still wishy-washy, but there's a couple astrological decks that are good because it helps you to set up like this house and this
Oh,
planet
yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. And what I used to do, what I started doing was pulling that day's influences, whatever was, we're in Saturn and this, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then I would look at them every day and be like, okay, this is the energy that I felt. And then you read the cards. Okay, this is supposed to come up. Did that? So then it's almost like
Oh,
your tarot journal, like if you start a journal kind of practice.
yeah.
Did that line up? What do you think that had influence over what happened today? Or maybe not at all?
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah.
I'll have to look in. Hold
Yeah.
on. Astrological, let me write it down.
Rochelle
Uh,
has a deck too that she has a bunch of decks that I want. I'm just gonna go down and tick them all off.
right?
Hit Powerball.
Yes.
I'm gonna,
Yes.
yeah, I think I'm gonna do the true sidereal astrology. It's like what's in the sky now
Cool.
instead of Vedic or Western or Chinese. There's a bunch of them. I didn't know
Yeah.
how many types. There's a ton.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot. For sure.
I love to create too. That's why I journal and crafty stuff. Yeah, I love that. I like doing our write ups too. They're kind of annoying, but I love them.
I don't think they're annoying at all. I wish that I was focused enough to contribute more. I just like write down in my little notes and
Oh, this is what I do with coffee at like 2 a.m. Oh,
what do
sweet.
we got?
You're so sweet. What are we doing now? Oh, energy. We did astrological. Oh, speaking of astrological influences, the sun.
Yeah.
Have
Oh
you
my
seen all the
gosh.
flares that are coming our way?
Yes,
Oh
they
my.
have been crazy. There has been more northern lights around this year than I have ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, and we're tipping more towards the sun now, so we're gonna get even more
Yeah.
further south. But I'm
Heck yeah.
still watching space news every morning. So funny.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So I'll
I
know when
follow.
the
There's a
energy goes out,
local.
I'll know way ahead of time.
Yeah, right. There's a local weather guy for us here that I follow that is really interested in all the northern lights and stuff. So his Twitter, I'm notified every time he tweets because
Awesome.
he will let us know if it's possible that we're going to see northern lights tonight or something. He lets you know ahead of time.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'll try to post them. It'll only be helpful for you if you're on the East Coast and probably northern East Coast.
Yeah.
But yours and mine should be fairly similar anyway, because we're pretty close to,
Yeah.
the same.
Maybe a half hour difference.
Yeah. Latitude wise, though, or is it longitude? Shit. Whichever one it is. I think we're close,
Longitude's
though, north
long
and south wise.
and latitude's this way.
Yeah.
That's my high school for the day. I didn't mark it.
But I think we're fairly close, though. If I can see him, you should be able to see him definitely, because I think you might even be. No, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're more north than me, aren't you? By a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah.
So I'll try to hold on. I'll try to remember. Post weather guy.
I love that.
Weather guy.
I have to look that up. What Hertz is that? Do you know? The Schumann resonance, is that a Hertz thing?
Um.
Here's
Oh,
what
has
I know.
been. Oh, I've heard of that. No, I don't know though. Are you writing that
Look
down?
that
I
up.
want you to write that down too.
I'm wondering what you know those Hertz videos
Yes.
meditation.
Yes. 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 Right. You should be able to find the right frequency. Yeah. 7.83. Oh, there you go. She told us.
Yay! Thank you.
7.83. Thank you. Okay.
That
So
should be
where are we?
really healing, right?
Yes.
I should think
That's
so.
it. Connecting, which then can be healing.
Mm.
So when we feel stuck, different ways to perk yourself up. We've been talking about them as we go through, but switch up your routine. We talked about that already a little bit.
Cleanse and reset your space. I love that.
Yeah, that's a huge one.
Redecorating your altar.
Yes. Make time for play. Which is hard, when our day-to-day life starts getting goofy, but
Yeah, I'm gonna schedule in playtime this weekend. We're up on the roof again.
uh,
We only got half of it stripped and then we pooped out because we got sick. So we still have to finish that. But yeah, I'm gonna work on the little witchy house for my servitor or journal or something.
cool.
I'm gonna make myself do it.
Good.
Oh, working with new tools.
Yes. Oh, yes. And I brought my drum out to say this is for me. I don't do this a whole lot. Like I want to do this more, but for me, a lot of times my drum stuff, if I can just get a rhythm going, which tonight is probably not that night with my AD, but if I can get a rhythm going, that helps a lot with spiritual journeying. And because I made this drum, it's a good connector, and I'm always able to connect. And I don't actually like that one. This one for me is a better sound, I think. But
I've never had a drum. Isn't that weird? Oh my god. I don't know why.
It's great. And I will say, yeah, they are expensive, but they're less expensive if you can find someone that you can do it. Like
a class.
Yeah. And that's how I got mine.
One.
I have a shaman near me who does a class every year. And I'm trying to remember. I want to say it was like $200, which is, I know it seems like a lot, but oh my gosh, it was so worth it.
Not actually bad.
It was so worth it. And then the connection to your drum is a huge thing when you have done it yourself. Not that you can't connect to a drum that you haven't done yourself. That's not what I'm saying at all.
It almost becomes an extension of you.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Or whatever.
Definitely.
Yeah.
To the point where Peter, Peter is a great artist and he's really good at painting and stuff. And I wanted him to paint on my drum until I did it. And then I was like, yeah, no, you can't. Never mind. Sorry. Because it's mine. And if you paint it on it, it'll change it. It's my energy. So someday I might paint something on it. I don't know, but I can't let anybody else do it.
Connect with other witches, which we are. Yay.
Yes. If you can find stuff, I thought about you can put something in the local paper or something and start a circle or something. The only thing for me, I don't want to do that because I don't want to be the head of it right now.
Yeah, no.
So I'm like, I've been looking and I haven't really found anything that's local enough that I would go all the time. So
No, no, I don't want to have to go out.
yeah. And not too far anyways. If it was, within 20 minutes, half an hour, okay, but I don't
Right.
want to drive an hour out of my way. I just don't.
No. Diane Jarecki on here.
Hmm.
She read at one of the fairs, the psychic fairs around here. I almost went last Sunday. I was like, "Do you want to go up?" I'm like, "Oh, no, it's too many people. Too many people.
I don't want to people right now.
Can't do it."
I will say, the older I get, the less I want to go out and people
Yeah, no.
with new people and stuff. It takes up too much of my energy, which I consider very precious.
Yeah, yeah, it's very draining.
Yeah.
I'm real good about my shields and everything. It's just
Yeah.
it's harder now. I don't know what the
Yeah.
heck's going
It
on.
is harder. I force myself for certain things. I'm like, nope, all right, get your ass up, just get
I
out
know,
there. But it is harder and harder to talk myself into it.
I know, yeah. Connect with other witches, working with new tools.
Yep.
Uh,
New deck, new set of tools.
oh, a new plant ally. That was a good one. I I don't know what they're barking at.
That's a really good one. I so want some new plants, but my house is so dark right now. We only have I don't know if it's the way it's pointed. The sun rises in the front of the house, and because of our trees or something, we don't get enough light for plants in here, and so I'm super annoyed.
Oh, you could have grow lights.
Right? That's what I need to do as get grow lights. Actually, we might have grow lights from when my son grew other kinds of plants. Have to look.
That's illegal in New Hampshire. We can't do that.
Yeah, it was illegal here then too. Yeah, crow crystal rock hunting. Hell yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
can't tell
good.
you.
Trisha is.
I cannot tell you how many times
It's true. Yeah.
this past weekend, actually, I haven't really looked at it enough, but I am picking up. See, now
Ooh.
it looks a lot better in a better light.
Is it Micah?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, pretty.
There's a lot of the sparkly.
Yeah.
So, and that was on one of my dog walks this weekend. So, and of course, I have buckets, buckets of rocks that I picked up. So I know Peter's like, what the hell are you doing? As a matter of fact, is it here? Nope. We moved around the living room, so it's around here someplace. Oh, here it is. It's right here. Hold on. I have this bucket here. Hold on.
Rochelle FaceTimes. Jen and I FaceTimed once. A couple times, actually.
Oh my God.
We were deciding what to do for the channel. What are you doing? Nice butt.
Right? Picking up my bucket of rocks.
Oh my God.
This
That's so
was my bucket from our RV trip. So all of these rocks are from all over the country.
Oh, that's cool.
And I haven't
But what are you gonna do with them?
Separated them? I don't know. I keep thinking when we get land, I think I'm gonna put them in a garden or something. But look that's a lava.
Oh, that's cool.
That I picked up. That was a good one. I have so many that I picked up. This one is in a heart shape. I think this was Arizona.
Oh, that's fun.
It's kind of a poop heart shaped, but it's heart shaped.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, this has black tourmaline in it.
Oh, cool.
I picked up so many rocks on my trip.
That's neat. That's cool. We have a mine up here. Is it Ruggles Mine? Something like that. I haven't been there since the kids were little.
So I'm terrible about that. Poor Peter. He's like, what is this bucket of rocks doing here? It's extremely heavy. You know, I'm like, don't throw it out.
Don't throw away my rocks.
That's like
Rocks
from the entire country.
Yeah, Bob knows. No rocks, no sticks. You just leave those to the witches. And bottles. Oh,
I have been doing that so long though. I remember when Frankie was in the Navy and he was stationed in Norfolk, and we went to visit him and we went to the beach, and poor Peter. And and I picked up so much shit off the beach. I picked up like a sea snake skeleton,
cool.
a hermit crab that had crawled out of its shell and just left it. But our car stank so bad on the way home. Peter's like, oh my God, what the hell did you do? And I'm like,
yeah. We ban lobster in our house. I cannot cook any more lobster either. No, that didn't go well. Pew.
Create sacred circle. That's a good idea. When we get our own land, that's what I'm going to do. Really. I just have been saving it for that. So
that would be awesome.
What time? Have we really been on that long?
Have we? Oh my God.
Is that really what time? 80 minutes? Oh my God. We're really slow tonight. I'm really sorry, you guys. Sorry, Lori. Bye. All right. So yeah, finish up. Practice gratitude. We talked about that.
Oh yeah.
Follow your intuition. Dream work. That's a good one.
That's still something I have not started my dream journal yet. And
that's a really good one.
Wicked Moonlight just did a thing on her channel too about dream journal. So
I was going to add in there, reach out to a new deity. We talked a little bit about deities, but if your practice is getting stale, reach out to a new deity. Do some investigation work into the kind of energy that you want to pick up in your life, and try reaching out to a new one. Sometimes it's, you just need a change up.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole bunch of crystals in here that can help, correspondences.
Yep. Different topics to explore too.
Oh yeah, there's so many.
Tech-based magic. That's one that came up, and I was like, what is that? And then I remembered the Witch of Enchantment did an algorithm god.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I was like, I never thought of using the computer like that, or technology like that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Or I have seen a lot of people like creating their own deity energy, same thing, with like how do I want to say it? Like pop culture stuff. Like little Marvel, like the little pop figurines and stuff. There's some of those that would make great deities, and make up your own deity to connect with energy.
Yep. Oh, that's a good one. Sigils on your thumbnails.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's good.
It is good.
It's funny. I'm having fun with the past lives thumbnails. Are you sweating? You having a hot flash?
Yep.
Girlfriend.
Horribly. Yep.
Because as I do the past life, I'll stick like little things in the background in the thumbnail. So hopefully by next week it'll be like all filled up with different things that happen.
Cool. Yeah, runes work good for that too. You put runes on all kinds of stuff, the bottom of your shoes, write it on your car window.
Yeah,
all that kind of stuff
instead
too.
Of wash me.
Yeah, right. Instead of that. And then you put a spell in here for bringing back the magic.
Yes, that's the one I did this morning. It was so nice. It was nice and quiet out there. Everybody else was sleeping in the neighborhood. It was good. It is weird. It took me a while, Trisha, to wrap my head around it. I don't know.
I totally understand what you're saying.
As an English person, like one that corrects English, it's very hard for me to do the pronoun thing correctly now.
Right.
Having a lot of trouble. so
Right.
so oh, so pop culture stuff like those, what is the pop, what are they? The pop figures?
Yeah.
Or like a cartoon character or anime. Like,
Yeah.
so it becomes sort of like a deity, an egregore, or a, something that manifests into something real because we've put so much energy into it. So I
If
mean,
you think of it, I understand what you're saying about slapping the face to pagan beliefs. I
yeah,
totally get that. And I do have to say that there's things about the culture that's surrounding pagan beliefs now that annoy me because I think that they're nefarious. Like, I hate to bring this up, but it drives me crazy. I hate right now Inside Editions. I want to kill them. The publishers. I think they are totally just out to make money, and they've created the pop culture tarot decks, like 99% of them. And
uh,
I probably 90% of them, I think, are not very well thought out, and they are pip decks, which is okay if you like pip decks, but I don't feel like they thought that energy should be a pip deck. I feel like they did the majors and went, okay, that's good. Let's put it out.
yeah,
Money,
yeah.
money,
I
money,
think they
money.
need to put more thought into them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
I don't
they've been
get
driving me
those
crazy.
anyway. Sean collects some of those. He's wicked into Gundams and all that, the
Right.
show decks. But
Yeah. I have quite a few of them, and some
yeah,
of them I'm like,
yeah, I
it
can't get into it. I don't know as I could read. It's fun to have if you like the show, but
right.
I don't know as I could read with them.
Yeah.
You know,
There's a few of them that they actually did pretty well. Like the Hocus Pocus deck, I think is one that I think I might say that and think something else.
I've
There's
never seen it.
I probably have 6 of them, I think, and maybe 2 of them are halfway decent.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
It was obviously didn't know much about the tarot. Yeah.
yes. Yes, yes, yes. And that's super annoying, especially when you're really into whatever the thing is. Like my Buffy deck is halfway okay. But I'm trying to think of which ones that I was like, oh, this is super annoying. But Supernatural, I think, is one that
Uh,
annoyed the shit out of me.
yeah. See, I wouldn't have
'Cause
liked, no, because I love Dean and Sam. So
I know what, me
no,
too.
I would have been like, no, that's dumb.
Now,
Like
for the most
Dean's
part,
pretty freaking
the
cool. So
majors are okay, but then usually they're pip decks, and it's not even really well done pips. It's just like,
yeah,
eh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Stranger Things one might be good.
I still think about those Garbage Pail. Oh, the
Oh
Garbage Pail
my
Kids
God,
one was
that's
good.
so funny.
That
That's
one
so
was
funny.
actually good. I liked that one.
I
I
used
was
to buy those
surprised.
all the time. The gum
I
was
did
horrible.
too. I did too. And that one actually is pretty good. I like that one.
I wish I had those cards now. Oh my God. Can you imagine?
Oh my gosh, I know. I always wonder if they're in my mother's storage someplace or something, because I'm like,
That would
I
be
don't know
awesome.
what the hell I did with them all. I had a shit ton of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I know it.
Mm,
All right. And then we did a tarot spread too. I'm going to try to do that tomorrow.
cool.
Where am I? Outside influences, new ideas to incorporate into my practice. Challenges, what can I do about it? And then the outcome.
Now, I will say, just as an overall, no matter what, even if you try all these different things and you still feel like you're kind of in a funk, in a rut, forgive yourself. It's
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
No matter what, it's okay. Try to I used to say that when I got into a really bad funk, I would try to do like one thing a day. Like I said, if at the end of the day I was like, oh shit, I didn't do anything spiritual at all, to take 30 seconds, take 3 deep breaths and just connect to the earth again. Take 30 seconds if that's all you can do a day. And if you are able to do that, forgive yourself for the rest of it. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just try to connect it to something every day that at least connects you.
Yep. Gonna be a long night. I got the little one sleeping with me too. He's like this big. He's
At
real
least
tiny.
he doesn't give off too much heat, hopefully. Ty
Oh
is
my
like,
gosh. Oh, I know. Yeah. Bella's the same way. She's like a box. Oh, that's cool. I've never read with playing cards.
I have before, and I liked, actually, I have a couple decks that I got specifically because they were playing card. They were kind of an in-between. They were playing cards, then plus they'd have like the major arcana, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And I really liked those decks. If you're looking to do playing card readings, that's a good way to start out because it kind of connects the two for you to start out with.
Yeah, that would be good. Oh, they do. Yeah. We never let the dogs in, and then we started like, I don't know, 2 months ago, and I don't know, we're not sleeping as well for sure. Because
all right, let me do a quick card pull with our Wisdom of the Crone deck.
7 through ace. Oh, wow.
Okay, so our pull is Earth.
Oh. Oh, I love that.
And this says, in an endless cycle, the feminine, as ancient and eternal as nature, constantly rebirths herself. Come into the motion of the origin of all things. Come, be rocked and lulled by the mother deep. Remember to nourish her as she nourishes you.
That's beautiful.
That's a good one. I like it. I like it.
Yay. I have no idea what we're doing next week. Oh, we should do a poll for that too.
Yeah, right? This or this. We'll talk. I'll try to message you tomorrow, Deb. We'll talk.
Okay. Yeah, you gotta give me paper time.
Yeah.
I gotta get
all right, guys. Thanks so much for coming and joining with us. Have a good one.
Good ideas.
Yes. Thank you for bringing your ideas. We love it.
Oh, yeah. The more the merrier.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Good night.